Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Dawn of the Dead. And this movie came out in 1978 and is directed by George A. Romero, the same director as Night of the Living Dead from 1968. Both of these movies have a remake, and I haven't seen the Night of the Living Dead remake yet, though I have seen the Dawn of the Dead remake. And I don't remember that movie being all that great. And while watching this movie, I did notice some things that were like different that movie did, although I don't really remember too much. But as I was watching, I was like, okay, I'm kind of remembering it, like that 2004 remake. I mean, this movie I have never seen before, like this specific version, and I thought it was pretty good. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It was over 2 hours, and that was a big fear of mine, the runtime, because I was thinking to myself, over 2 hours, what are we going to do here? And for the most part, I felt as though they did a pretty good job with that runtime, exploring everything that you could possibly explore, given this concept. And it's mostly taking place in a mall. We rarely get out of that mall, and I imagine that was for budgetary reasons, because there's only so much that they were able to do and shoot, and I just thought, oh, okay, that kind of makes sense as to what you're doing. I also enjoyed how violent this movie was, and it didn't really hold back when it was showing a character dying. It would show them getting ripped apart, chewed up, and it was fun. And this was before zombies knew how to be fast, and I know that for some people that's a setback and not something that they're really all that into. And for other people, that's what they prefer. I can deal with both. It really depends on how the movie is handling these things. And for me personally, when a character was about to die or in danger, I felt genuine tension, because I was like, oh, because of how this is being presented, this is kind of scary. And that was shocking to me, because I normally don't find zombies scary, but this movie managed to pull it off. And that's because it's very well shot, and the way things are presented visually complement what's being shown. Like the horrors of, like, what if a zombie apocalypse actually happened? I like the designs of the zombies. I thought they looked great, and certain ones looked fantastic, and I can only imagine they're iconic from this movie. And the music was not ruining every scene that it was in, fortunately. And there were definitely comedic moments that I really enjoyed throughout this film, and I just had a great time. I thought the pacing was pretty brisk for the first 90 minutes. I do feel as though the third act is where things start to slip, and I was thinking to myself, okay, this is starting to get kind of goofy, and I started to enjoy the movie less and less as we went on in the third act. There were definitely moments that I liked, but it was kind of difficult for me to take seriously. And now to get into my issues with this movie. Characters are just stupid for no reason at certain points, and they're kind of changing how you thought they were, just for the sake of certain things to happen in the movie. And there were moments where a character was like shooting at a zombie, or like they needed to reload or something, and they just didn't notice like a zombie just coming right towards them, like right in front of their face. I was like, what? Just move to the side or back up a little bit. Why are you just standing still? The zombie hasn't even gotten to you yet. That was weird. And overall, I do feel as though, despite the movie moving along pretty well for the first 90 minutes and going into that third act where it starts to get kind of goofy, before that I was really enjoying it, and then it just became too goofy for me to take seriously, like characters throwing pies into zombies' faces, and it just felt like I was watching a different movie, and the actual ending for this movie was stupid. I don't understand what they were going for. And apparently the ending for this movie was changed because the studio wanted it that way, and it was not what George A. Romero had in mind when he was making this movie. And it was like a classic case of just the director not being able to get what they want because the studio said, no, you got to do it this way. So that's the brief story of what happened there. I understand that, and I saw it coming. I had that. I knew that going into the movie, so I wasn't completely caught off guard. Not saying I had it spoiled. I just knew that the ending for this movie wasn't great, and I was watching it and thought, "Yep, that was goofy. Didn't need to end that way." But most of the movie was good. There is more good in this movie than there is bad. So definitely check this movie out. The only way to watch it, if you want to stream it, is just to rent it off Amazon. I think that's the only way you can watch it. So, like digitally at the very least. It's not on any other streaming platforms as of recording this, unfortunately. And I believe the Blu-rays are out of print. Not sure about the other formats for this movie, but last time I checked, that was the case for this movie. Might not be, but might have changed since then, but that's what I know. So do check this movie out whenever you get the chance. It's pretty good, worth your time, and I'll check it out again. So with all that being said, I'm going to give George A. Romero's Dawn of the Dead a 7 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below what you thought of Dawn of the Dead, the original, and my social media links. It will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for Let the Right One In. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching, and have a great day.